Hello everyone, my name is Kanika Jindal. I'll be teaching you international business. The course code for the same is BCH 5.4. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the introduction about international business, what is the meaning of international business, and what are the various features of international business. So let's start. Today we'll talk about the evolution of international business. So the origin of international business goes back to human civilization. Since civilization had many traces of having a trade relationship with the Eastern civilization. So the first phase took place with the end of the First World War in 1919. The import of raw material by colonial countries, emperor from colonial colonies, and exporting them finished goods again to the colonies. There is an increase in the level of international business. But after the Second World War, in 1945, the most of the colonial governments refused to export the raw material and import finished goods for the purpose of protecting the domestic companies. There was a vast decrease in international business. The consequences of World War II had made the world countries to feel the need of international cooperation of global trade, which led to the formation of various organizations like International Monetary Fund IMF and International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, now called as World Bank also. So this was the basic evolution of international business from the 19th century. Now, nature of international business. So the first point is globalization and interconnectedness. International business thrives on globalization, where national borders no longer confine markets, consumers, and businesses. Globalization has paved the way for increased trade and investment flows, creating opportunities for business to expand their reach and tap into new markets. The interconnectedness of economies has given rise to complex networks also of support, manufacturers, distributors, consumers, forming a global ecosystem of trade and commerce throughout the globe. Next is cultural diversity and cross-cultural interaction. International business also helped in diverse culture, languages, customs, and business practices. Understanding and respecting the cultural differences is crucial for effective communication, negotiation, and relationship building in international transactions. International business users, be they consumers or manufacturers or businesses, encounter a rich problem of cultural diversity, influencing product preferencing, marketing strategies, and business operations. Now let's talk about the legal and regulatory framework. Navigating legal and regulatory complexities is a fundamental aspect of international business. Users must familiarize themselves with countries' laws, regulations, rules, and trade practices. Companies' compliance with import and export regulations, custom procedures, and intellectual property laws, labor standards, taxations, and environmental regulations presents challenges and opportunities for businesses and individuals engaged in cross-border transactions. Next point is risk and uncertainties. International business entails inherent risk and uncertainties that users must navigate. Economic volatility, political instability, exchange rate fluctuations are some basic problems which are faced. These are the basic risks which are faced by the international business. Okay, next is market entry strategies. Choosing the right market entry strategy is vital for success in international business. When determining the most suitable approach, users must consider market characteristics, competitions, resource requirement, and risk appetite. Users can employ export, licensing, franchising, joint ventures, strategic alliances, foreign direct investment, and establishing subsidiaries to enter international markets. Next is technological advancements. Technological advancements has revolutionized international business, transforming how users engage in cross-border transactions. Digital platforms, e-commerce, blockchains, data analytics, and supply chain management system have streamlined operations, enhanced efficiency, and expanded market reach. Users now can leverage technology to overcome geographical barriers, connect with customers globally, and can gain a competitive edge also. Next is last point regarding the nature of international business is corporate social responsibility. So in international business are increasingly expected to embrace corporate social responsibility principles. Users, including consumers, investors, employees, seek ethical and sustainable practices from from businesses operating in international markets. Integrating CSR, that is corporate social responsibility, into the business operations, supply chain, and community engagement is crucial for building trust, enhancing reputation, and meeting the evolving expectation of socially conscious stakeholders. So this was about the nature of international business. Next is reasons for the emergence of international business. So there are various reasons why do we need international business. First is to achieve higher rate of profits. The basic objective of business firm is to earn profit. The domestic markets do not promise a higher rate of profit. So business firms search for foreign markets which hold promise for higher rate of promise. Thus the objective of profits affects and motivates the business to expand their operations worldwide. Next is expanding the production capacity. So domestic companies expanded their production capacities more than the demand for product in domestic countries. In such cases, these companies are forced to sell their excessive production in foreign developed markets. Next is severe competition in home country. The countries oriented towards the market economies since 1960s experience severe competition from other business firms in the home country. The weak companies which could not beat the domestic countries started entering the markets of developing countries. Next is limited home market. When the size of the home market is limited, either due to the smaller size of the population or due to the lower purchasing power of the people or due to both the reasons, the companies internationalize their operations. Next is political stability versus political instability. Business firms prefer to enter the politically stable countries and are restrained from locating their business operations in politically unstable countries. In fact, business firms shift the operations from politically unstable countries to the politically stable countries. Next is availability of technology and managerial competence. Availability of advanced technology and competent human resources in some countries act as pulling factors for business firms from the home country. The developed countries, due to these reasons, attract companies from developing countries. In fact, American and European countries depend on Indian companies for software products and services through their PPOs. Next is high cost of transportation. So initially, companies enter foreign countries through their marketing operations. At this stage, the companies realize the challenge from the domestic companies. Added to this, the home companies enjoy higher rate of profit margin, whereas the foreign firms suffer from the lower profits margin. The major factor for this situation is the cost of transportation. Under such conditions, the foreign companies are inclined to increase the profit margin by locating their manufacturing unit in foreign countries where there is enough demand either in one country or in group of neighboring countries. Next is nearness to raw material. So the source of highly qualitative raw material and bulk raw material is a major factor for attracting the companies from the various foreign countries. Most of the US based companies open their manufacturing unit in Middle East countries due to the availability of petroleum. These companies thus reduces the cost of raw materials. Next point is availability of quality HR at less cost. This is a major factor. In recent times, for software, high technology, and telecommunication companies to locate their operations in India. India is a major source for high quality and low cost human resources, unlike various developed countries like US, etc. Next point is liberalization and globalization. Most of the countries in the globe liberalize their economies and open their countries to the rest of the globe. The changed policies attracted the multinational companies to extend their operations operations to these countries. Next point is to increase the market share. Some of the large scale businesses are operating worldwide in order to improve their market share. Next point and the last point is to achieve higher rate of economic development. International business help the governments to achieve higher rate of growth of the economy, increases the total and the per capita income, GDP of the country, industrial growth and employment and income level. So these are all the factors that has led to the emergence of international business. So next is stages of internationalization. There are 5 stages of internationalization. First stage is domestic company, second stage is international company, third stage is multinational company, fourth stage is global company, and the fifth stage is transnational company. So we'll discuss about all these stages one by one in detail. So in first stage, domestic company, basically it limits its operations, mission and vision of the national boundaries. This company focus its view on the domestic market opportunities, supplies and customers. These companies analyze the national environment of the country, formulate the strategies to exploit the opportunities offered by national environment, that is the domestic environment. They never think of growing globally. They believe in saying if it is not happening in home country, it will not happen at all. Now the second stage is international company. Domestic companies which grow beyond their production capacities think of internationalization, their operations. Those companies which decide to exploit the opportunities outside the domestic country are at stage 2 companies, are known as stage 2 companies. These companies believe that the practices, the people and the products of domestic businesses are superior to those of other countries. The focus of these companies is domestic, but they try to extend their wings to the foreign countries. These companies select the strategy of locating a branch in foreign markets and extend some domestic operation into foreign markets. Now the third stage is multinational company. International companies turn into multinational companies when they start responding to the specific needs of different country markets regarding product, price, promotion. This stage is also referred to as multi-domestic companies. These companies formulate different strategies of different markets. They operate like a domestic market of country concerned with each of their markets. Now the fourth stage is global company. A global company is the one which has either global strategy or operating globally. Global company either produces in home country or in a single country and focuses on marketing these products globally, or it can produce globally and focuses on marketing these products domestically. Fifth stage is transnational company. It produces, markets, invests and operates across the world. It is an integrated global enterprise that links global resources with global markets at profits. There is no pure transnational. So these are the various stages of internationalization. That's all for today. We'll discuss more in next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.